And we here. There we go. There we go. Game might be pretty loud. Why is... Oh, I see. Tails just died. So... Ooh. Ooh. Oh, nice. Oops. Ah, random robots. Water. More random robots. Oops, what was that? Well, cleared. Oh no! We are in the waters! Will we escape? Can we please go up somehow? And then he drowned. Oh no. No! Wait, I'm still alive? How? Wait, are there bubbles here? Wait, there's a bubbles here. Bubbles! Bubbles! Ah! No! No! Boss? 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 Boss. Ah. Boing? No, not quite boing. Okay. Boing! Boing! Oh no! No, no, no! F8. So. How do I get up there? Okay, okay. I don't know what kind of gas Sonic is breathing down here, but okay. Hi, Maddie. See ya. I mean, I'm glad to see you, is what I mean. There's nobody here right now, so I still have to do things. You don't need to make... You didn't make a scene! Oh, come on. Come on. You just made a request, that's all you did. Oh, come on. Ah, there we go. Whew. Oh, come on, robot! Robot is dumb. What is going on here? Oh? Ah. No, 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 no. Ah, I hate this. No, 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 no. Come back here. Ah, stupid robot. No, fish! Fish! Why is fish like this? No, no. Ah, okay. We're once again underwater. I can't get up there. Okay. I don't know what this grass is that I'm breathing when I'm breathing from, like, the bubbles. Aquatic Ruins music is underrated. It's a good track. It's kind of unusual for Sonic music, but it is a good track. Hang on, I want these bubbles. Come here, bubbles. More bubbles. And one robot. There we go. Oh, come on, fish! Oops! No! No, oof. Bubbles? Hi, Randy! Yes, fish indeed. How do I get up there? Okay. Okay, that doesn't work. Come here, come here. Bubble. Bubble, bubble. Bubble, bubble. There we go. Oh, come on. I'm glad to see you here, Andy. Why am I playing this game? Just to suffer? You can button mash for faster spin dash. I can? Well, that didn't help. More bubbles. Why is fish like this? It doesn't work. That doesn't work, okay. You don't like this part of the level? I can't imagine why! Hi, Nova Star! You can't miss the potentially final installment of Robot Girl. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see about that. Come on, come on! I think I'm never getting out of here. This is just Sonic's red grave now. This is where Sonic will live for the rest of his life. This is where Sonic will dwell. Till the end of time. Maybe even longer. Tails has long abandoned me. Okay, let's try doing it here. Go up. Okay. There we go. Oh, finally! I've escaped the wet grave. Oh no! 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 Ah! Oh, and there are bees. Of course there are bees! Hi, Tails, where were you? I was in grave. And no, I don't think this time will be the last thing we have to. I said the 2 scripts that we had left were for like this week. That's what I meant. Tails, are you okay, Tails? Eggman, are you okay? Oh, no, he's never okay. Eggman is never okay. Oh dear. There's 1 coin? I mean 1 wing. Oh, fucking hell. Okay, no more rings. Okay, I'm doing a thing. I'm doing a quick save. Change state to 1. Quick save. There we go. Oh fuck. Tails, what did you just do? This is your fault, Tails. Yeah, the hammer does not have a hitbox. I don't know why. Ah, we got him! We got the dude! The dude has perished! Randy, oh yeah, but I need to... Oh yeah. There's more, don't worry, there's still more. We did it! It's Casino Night Zone! Let's go! It's Sonic Spinball! We're spinning all on the ball! Whee! You say it's very easy to get lost here. Well, we'll see. Whee! This is a fun zone! It's like Sonic Spinball, except not shit. Why is there a pinball game in every Sonic game? There has to be a... Is this some kind of rule that every Sonic game needs to contain at least 1 pinball reference? Wait, you can time out? Oh, it's easy to time out. What does this mean? I didn't even know that that was a thing in Sonic games. I have 10 minutes to reach? Okay. Yay, we go up! Well, so far I don't see a problem with this act. I do recognize the music though. They definitely have remixed this theme before. Running in the chat, I knew of the timeout, but I thought it was if you stood still for too long and Sonic just gets bored to death. Brilliant. That's only Sonic City! Sonic can die from boredom. You heard it here first, people. I love how this is all Sonic themed. You would think that Eggman would be against... Oh, is this a slot machine? Oh! Oh my god! Sonic into the slot machine! Sonic slot machines! It's some of them say Miles! That's adorable! Also, this confirms that Sonic is indeed Sonic's given name. Ah! Because else it would say Tails. Oh god, I love this! I love everything about this! Okay, let's continue on. Hi, Ilu! Why did I not play this as a little kid? I feel like I was robbed of an experience. Well, I was clearly not old enough yet, but I know what... yeah. Prince Melon, Tails designer really loved the name Miles Prower, but Tails was the more popular name, so it stuck. Well, I mean, it is his given name. He just likes his nickname. It's not like they don't mention that Miles is his given name. They mention that all the time. You were 2 when you first played this game. That is adorable. Wait. My first video game was Super Mario 64. Wait. Can I get through here? Yay! Wait. I think this place just makes me happy. Wait, is this the boss? This is the boss? Is he just giving spiny shells? What? You know, this was back when Eggman still had the decency to always be the boss himself. Instead of relying on henchmen. I might die, but that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Hang on. I'm making a quick save. Another one. There we go. You will die. Everyone dies to this. That makes sense. Oops! F to pay respect. When in chat F to pay respect, I mean to put my quarters into the pinball machine! Oops. Give me this one wing. Haha! Actually, it's a shame that the second movie didn't have a scene in a casino. I don't think they had one. They had it with Saw, so why didn't they, like, put a casino in there? Like, pinballs and casinos always go together. Prince Madeline, fun fact, if you have one wing hit, get hit, the wing will always fly to the left. That's interesting. That's very useful info indeed. So, can we do this? Oh, why? Why was he prepared? Who prepared the Eggman? Oh, come on! Why was he prepared? James. James in the chat, why are you afraid to play good games? That is from... I don't know what I'm even supposed to say to that. You sometimes you make weird comments. This is a classic. Whee! Wendy, you need to be in a spin dash animation to actually hit him. Oh, I see. Bye! There we go. All of the woodland critters. Hilltop zone. I think I'm gonna save F5. And we're going to do, yeah, this is a good time to get started with Robot Girl. So we have people. Let's do this. Bye. Bye. I saved you. So, let's get Moodle open so I can have the script. Eloise, you gotta pick off a weird code over on Discord. I'm gonna check that out later. Script files. Wait. Let me first check. So. Yeah, we need to do 11.3 and 12.1, I think. There are the script files. 11.3 and 12.1, exactly. Okay, here's 11.3. 11.3 is an acceptable size. Let's open the visual novel. There we go. Turning it a little louder so you guys can hear. Okay, I think this is good. Let's do this. Load. Here we go. Day 74, confrontation. We are on the island. It goes without saying that the facilities on this island were in fact not destroyed, but instead, all equipment that could be found here was in complete working condition. It was a breathtakingly beautiful harbor facility. I felt something approaching and lifted my head, and that was when I saw a drone buzz above my head. It remained airborne there. It had 4 wings and a white body. It was the exact same model as the one I had found back then. The only difference was that it had 6 small extensions at the bottom of its body. I received a notification from my terminal on my retina display. It was a warning. Oh, the 6 small extensions I could see were actually projectiles. And in the distance that I was currently, I would have had no chance to evade or dodge them. I wasn't even able to detect the drone until just now. It seemed that this drone had a function that prevented other devices from gathering information on it. I felt my entire body tense up. Okay, old man, this is not the time for bad jokes. Princess Madeline, villain wasting no time sending the message of I can end you at any time I want to. Yep. Instead of a reply, I received a short electronic beeping sound, and then the drone flew away somewhere else. Hang on. Hang on, I'm trying to decipher this. No, Katze. Jishinga Doron. Daijin yo no Chibaku Doron. Hahaki. Okay. It was the mother device to smaller explosive drones, and on top of that, it was a drone itself. As far as I knew, these sorts of devices were amongst the most vicious ones that humanity had brought forth. I was wondering if anybody dared to enter this island without permission, if they would be faced with these things. I could see many different drones fluttering about in the evening sun in this Haber area. It was a very stringent sort of defense, but I couldn't see even a single human guard. It was possible that we were the only living people on this island right now. I hadn't been having dialogue with Philia for a while now. The innocent conduct that had been present between us before had completely disappeared. Philia had become aware of all the lies that she'd been entangled in. That was how much she had matured as a person. I couldn't even call this a rebellious stage. She was acting far too meek for it. She didn't go up against any of the commands I gave her. But I felt like that in itself was her own form of rebelling. A rebellion, huh? I understood that Philia held some sort of expectation in me. She wanted me to be her guardian, without any strings attached to it. That is how far she had believed in me. But the truth had been different. All I was a career. There had always been strings attached to my... hang on. Hang on. There had always been strings attached to my protecting her. There had always been something in it for me. I was just a stranger who had been in it for my own profit, and Philia now knew this. So, what did she still expect of me now? What could I even do for her still? I was here because I'd accepted a client's mission. And my client hadn't done anything that would have warranted going up against him. I wasn't Philia's father. I wasn't responsible for her like a father would have been. It wasn't as if I was... It wasn't as if I was a character out of a German Bildungsroman. Oh god, Bildungsroman, okay, do you guys understand what a Bildungsroman is? It outright says Bildungsroman. Okay, does anybody in the chat know what a Bildungsroman is? Princess Madeline, you could change that at any time, Jude. Well, does he want to though? There's a lot of on the line for him. Princess Madeline, it's a coming-of-age story, isn't it? Yep, it is. And I think a lot of them are often pretty like tragic or depressing, from what I remember from literature class. It wasn't as if I was some character from a Bildungsroman. I was just a man doing his work. I was just finishing the mission that had been given to me. That was the rule I'd always been following my entire career. This time was no exception. If Philia was resisting being delivered even the slightest bit, then I could, at very least.
Judo-sama, Philia-sama.
Oh! Is it the boy? Has the boy returned? Oh my god, the voice is the boy! The boy has returned! Mr. Jude? Miss Philia? The boy is back! The boy has returned! Princess Madeline, I knew it was a setup where Randy he lives. We suddenly found oh, okay, wait. As we found ourselves staring out upon the huge Haber facilities around us, like deer in headlights, we suddenly heard the voice of an android address us.
グローナー公爵家所有のアンドロイドです。 港湾管理を務めております。
Wait, is it a different one? But it's his voice! Did they just use the same voice actor? But it sounds like him! Did they just use the same voice actor? That makes me sad. I am an android under the employ of the Duchy of the Gröna Duchy. I am in charge of these harbor facilities.
名前はないのか?
Don't you have a name?
はい。アンドロイドとお呼びください。
I do not. Please simply call me Android. Princess Madeline mass-produced Gabriel? It seems it might be a different one, but it has his voice. Oh, yeah, they bring it up. Okay, that's good. They bring it up. This unit seemed even more destitute in terms of human kindness than Gabriel, who we had met before. He was rather slow in his reactions. As if he didn't even understand the meaning of his own conduct and actions. He almost seemed dangerous in that sense. This was probably a completely ordinary android, simply controlled by a program.
お二方を宿泊施設にご案内するよう言いつかっております。
Princess Madeline, that's right, they're mass-produced, same cast characteristics and such. I mean, yeah, but it's why did they use the same voice? It hurts me, because I remember the boy now. I was tasked with guiding you two to your accommodations.
わかった。頼もう。
Yes, please do so. The android started walking, and we followed him. There wasn't any talk between us. He just led us to a close-by building. It was a small hut without any affectations whatsoever. But it was enough to spend the night at.
到着まで時間はどれくらいかかる?
How long will it take for us to reach our goal? Wendy, if they had a model with the same looks, just makes sense to use the same voice blank. Might be even easier to replicate if it was stored somewhere, true. But I feel so sorry. I want to see Gabriel again. Roughly 30 minutes. It was rare to see paved roads like this hill road these days. And a car like this one was even scarcer, was just as scarce at these times. That is... Okay, I need to do it differently. We were riding in a rigorously built car, just as scarce as the paved hill road that it was driving along. The administrator... Oh! about the Haber administrator. I had still been wondering about whether he was an AE type or not, and eventually I decided that he had to be. Because he made a mistake while driving. He ended up hitting the guardrail with the frame of the car as he drove it. So it is another AE type. God, how many of these does Willem have? So it is probably just the same model as this Gabriel, or it is Gabriel. I don't know. Right in that moment, the android started acting odd and suddenly stopped the car. Princess Madeline, he'd probably answer something like, as many as I need. Philia pitched forward and let out a shriek as she became disorganized. Nani? And let out a shriek and fluster, that's better. What happened?
お待ちを。
Please wait a moment. He turned off the car's engine. Hang on. Hmm. そして何かに伸ばしかけた手を空中でぴったりを常時させた。And then he stretched out a hand as if he was reaching for something, and then let it stop mid-air in a single moment.
どうした？
What's wrong?
お待ちを。
Please wait a moment. It seemed as if there was something he needed to do, but he wasn't quite sure what it was that he needed to do. This was the sort of reaction you would never get from a normal machine.
混乱しているようだが、レールにかすっただけだ。電源を入れ、バックしてレールから車を離し、運転を再開すればいい。
You seem a little confused. Look, you just hit the rail. All you need to do is turn the engine back on, back up a little, remove the car from the rail, and then just start driving again.
はい。申し訳ございません。
Yes. Excuse the interruption. Oh my god, the poor boy was so confused. He was like, oh no, what do I do now? I didn't pass my driving exam. What do I do now? The poor guy. This one needs a name too. We should give him a name too. What do you think we should call this boy? He's a good boy. Princess Madeline, relatable doubt. He's very relatable. As I watched him awkwardly grasp onto the steering wheel again, I voiced my suspicions.
お前は AE 型アンドロイドだな。
You are an AE type, aren't you?
はい。
Yes.
運転は得意ではないようだな。
It doesn't seem like you're a very good driver.
お客様を乗せて走らせたのは初めてです。
This is my first time driving a car. I was asked to do this in order to guide our guests. Randy, call him Daniel instead of Gabriel. Thank you! Princess Madeline, I too completely lock up when something goes wrong and I don't know what to do. Did they seriously just put the poor boy behind the wheel?
わからないことがあれば俺に聞いてくれ。
If you need any help with driving, just ask me, okay?
ありがとうございます。
Thank you very much. So that is what was going on here. The poor guy was completely out of it because he was completely new at the job. He seemed mechanical in how he acted, but he wasn't really mechanical. He wasn't, but he wasn't as precise as a machine. When it came to his skills, he was just the same as any human. He was an AE type android that hadn't been raised properly. I wondered if there were more of these around than of the other kind. I was slowly beginning to understand why the old man had been so surprised at Philia's behavior.
あれは降車法か。
Is that an are those anti-aircraft guns? Oh dear.
島の防備です。
Yes, this is the island's defense mechanism.
多いな。
You have so many of them. Princess Madeline, it's his first time. Help him. Is this a secret cast of character? I have no idea. But like, I feel so sorry for the boys. The boys deserve better. I mean, okay, it makes sense that he looks kind of like Gabriel because, like, let's be honest, Delilah and Philia looked kind of similar too. I guess they all have like pretty similar appearances. Delilah and Philia had like different hair colors, but like same basic like model, I'd say. I could see several of these turrets hidden within the forest that covered the island.
何が襲ってくる？
What are you under attack from?
私の知る限り、何にも襲われたことはありません。ですが、公爵はあれを重要だとみなしています。
As far as I am aware, we have never been attacked by anything. However, the Duke still found these facilities absolutely necessary. This was far more than just vigilance. He was pretty much prepared for all-out war. If it was possible, and I considered it, that the old man was trying to defend himself from his enemies, the AIs. Maybe he thought that there was just no such thing as overkill when it came to protecting himself from them. We should be safe here. But that's what I thought. But even so, I couldn't stop feeling uneasy.
フィリア、念のためだが荷物は身につけておけ。
Philia, this is just for the case. But try to keep all your belongings on you. She's not talking. She didn't answer me. She didn't move.
おい、フィリア。
Hey, Philia!
もういいよ、そういうの。
It's alright. It's enough already. Stop it.
なんだって？
What are you talking about?
そういう仕事熱心なの、もういいから。
You don't need to act so like you're so into it anymore. I don't want that anymore.
何を言ってるんだ？
What are you talking about?
これはお前の願いでもあるだろう。
You're doing this for your wish too, aren't you?
やめる。
Just stop.
は？
Huh?
人間になるのやめる。
And I'm going to stop too. I don't want to be human anymore.
おい、冗談はよせ。
Hey, this is no time to be kidding.
冗談じゃないよ、本心。
I'm not kidding. I'm serious.
バカ言え、ここまで来て。
Do you know what you're talking about? We've made it all this way.
ここまで来たのは自分の仕事のためで。
Yeah, you only made it this far because you wanted to get paid for your work.
フィリア、いいか、仕事だったことは事実だが、同時にお前の希望もすり合わせて。
Philia, please stop this. It's true that I was working because it was my job, but your wish just happened to line up with it.
だから取り消すって言ったの、全部。
And that's why I'm telling you, I'm taking it all back. Everything.
私の希望全部なし。
I don't have a wish anymore, okay?
取り消して、それからどうする？
And if you take it all back, then what are you going to do?
知らない。
I don't know.
それは気の迷いだ。
You're acting delusional.
違うよ、本気だもの。
No, I'm not. I know exactly what I'm doing.
お前の希望を聞いてここまで連れてきた俺の都合は関係なしか。
What do you think I'm feeling about this? I brought you this far, thinking about what you were hoping to accomplish.
じゃあ殺せば。
So what are you gonna do? Kill me?
フィリア、
Philia.
都合が悪いなら殺せば。重度ならできるでしょ。
If you don't like having me around anymore, are you just going to kill me? Because I think you'd be very good at that.
アンドロイド、車を止めてくれ。
Android, stop the car. Oh, the tensions have bubbled over. Holy hell. She's completely heartbroken, yeah. And I find it interesting that she's going up against her prime directive. This is like, whoa. There was no way for me to introduce Philia to the old man in the state that she was currently in.
何が気に入らなくなったんだ？
So, tell me what's wrong?
何もかもだよ。
Everything is wrong!
ずっと苦労してきた。命だって何度もなくしかけた。
You've gone through all these troubles. You even risked your life so many times.
それはごめんなさい。謝る。
Yeah, and I'm sorry for troubling you. I'm apologizing.
謝罪が欲しいわけじゃない。そういうごまかし方はやめてくれ。
I don't want an apology from you. So stop dodging the issue.
お前だって同じリスクを背負ってた。俺たちは同じリスクを共有してここまで来たんだ。その頑張りを一方的になかったことにするのか。
We both risked so much to come here. Both, you and me. We took the same risks. with the same hopes. Do you really want to just take it all back without letting me any say in it?
そうなるね。
I guess I do. This was all starting to feel, this entire conversation was starting to feel completely fruitless. I understood that what Philia did, that the pent-up emotions that Philia was letting out here were not based in logic. I thought that it would probably be impossible to get through to her with words alone. I knew what Philia wanted from me. It was an actual relationship, not bound to any conditions or to any gain or want. In other words, she wanted me to accept her as his daughter, as her daughter, she wanted me to accept her as my daughter. Blah. She wanted me to do something that would be natural for a father to do. That was how much she trusted me. That she wanted this of me. I'd been wrong. I'd been treating her far too much like a person. I only had 3 choices now. My first choice was the first one was to consider Philia's feelings and to take on the role of her father. Of course, that would mean the end of my mission and completely destroy what I'd worked for. I wasn't even sure if the old man would allow us to leave the island alive now. But, from a humanitarian perspective, that would have been the most wonderful choice to make. But that was the only choice that I could not make. I had already judged it to be far too hasty and simplistic, to simply let my emotions guide me and throw away all my achievements, everything that I believed in and all the ideals in my life, simply in order to ponder the existence of a single android in the shape of a human girl. Doing so would have made me feel incredibly childish. Angry-chan, Jude, yeah. The fact alone that I had long ago chosen the path of a courier and with it a certain lifestyle made it impossible for me to not reject this choice. Princess Madeline, everything was leading to this, TBH, yeah. Another possible choice was to simply soothe Philia and guide her on until the end point. Just be superficial and as gentle as possible to placate her. It might not be easy to convince her, but it might be possible. Just give her the sort of fatherly look that she desires of me, and keep lying to her. Keep lying to her as I keep guiding her on. Then give her over to the old man and leave this place. It was the most logical thing to do, and also the most wicked and scrupulous thing I could have chosen to do. But I'd already gotten much too attached to Philia to allow myself to be this cruel to her. Which only left me one last option. Oh dear. I pulled out my handgun. I pointed it at Philia's head. Holy fuck! Princess Madeline, no, holy fuck. Princess Madeline, don't you fucking dare. Her eyes grew wide as she stared at me, shaking. Oh wait. Her big eyes were shaking with fear.
ふざけるな。俺の仕事を邪魔する気か。薄気味悪い機械人形風情が。
Holy fuck. When in the chat, he knows what he's doing. He only knows of one android that was brought there and didn't get taken. Oh. Oh. Stop bullshitting me. Are you going to get in the way of my work? You creepy mechanical doll. Jude?
言い方だかなんだか知らんが、機械に心が宿るわけがあるか。プログラムで制御されているに決まってる。
I don't care if you're an AE or whatever, but do you really think that a machine could have a human heart? Ha! You are definitely just controlled by yet another program.
そんな程度のものが人のふりをしやがって。悲しんだり怒っている演技をしやがって。人間を小馬鹿にするのもいい加減にしろ。
So how dare you use those puppy dog eyes trying to deceive people, pretending that you're a person, pretending that you're sad and that you're angry, playing the whole part. Do you look down on us humans? Stop it already. Philia's entire body was shaking pitifully. She could barely breathe. It was as if somebody had crammed cotton down her throat. She couldn't say a single word anymore. And if that cotton was stopping her from letting the words escape her mouth. Jude, it's awful! It says that the whole city is full of danger! If you want it, I'll buy it for you. Really? I don't mind. I'm just saying it might be a little hard to move around in on our journey. I think I'll pass. Are you sure? You can still wear it while we're in the town. I think I'll think about that once I'm human. Hey, Jude? What is it? Can I help you? Not really. Just enjoy the scenery. Hey, Jude! Hey, it's blank! That's not what I was promised. I'm not letting people gather information on me that easily. Obviously, I secured it. Come on, Jude! The water is great! I don't think I can float. My equipment is way too heavy. Then just take it off, jeez! Hey, Jude! Well, isn't that nice? You've made a big step forward. Still, it's too early to relax. We don't know anything for sure yet. I know! This is awesome! Science is awesome! All my memories were streaming through my head, in the back of my mind. But it was already too late. I had chosen this path because everything had gotten too complicated to deal with. I had to reject the faith she was putting in me. And I had to reject the past that we shared. I had to wash my hands clean of it all. So we could just be a courier and his cargo. That was the only choice that I still found.
違う。そんなことしてない。
You're not serious. You wouldn't do that.
お望み通りぶち殺してやる。いや、ぶち壊してやるが正しいな。お前に命なんてものはないんだからな。
Oh, but I will. I'll kill you as much as I please. Oh, but actually, I should say I'll break you. Because it's not like you can kill something that's not really alive.
あるよ。ある。
But I'm alive. I am alive.
何がある？高性能の知能回路か。
What? How exactly are you alive? Because you're extremely well engineered? Because you have some sort of intelligence?
悲しかったり嬉しかったりしてたよ。
Because I can get sad and can be happy?
そういうプログラムか。
Yeah, that's all programmed, isn't it?
違う。本当にそう感じてた。
No, my feelings are real.
最初はそんなに思わなかったけど、だんだんといろんな気持ちになるようになってきたよ。
I mean, I wasn't sure about it myself in the beginning, but as time went on, I felt so many things.
ジュードと一緒に旅をして、そんな風に思うようになったんだよ。
And as we kept traveling, the more I started to feel that it was really true.
知るか。その旅をしてきた日々も、お前がこれから全てご破産にするんだろうが。
As if I care. You're the one who said that she wanted to take everything back and act like it didn't happen.
俺は無駄に命をかけた上に仕事にもしくじる。
I risked my life for you over and over for nothing. And now you want me to throw away my work too? Give me a break.
どれだけ高性能ならこんな悪趣味な笑い話が思いつける。Are you engineered well enough to understand just how ironically and in bad taste the way you're playing with me is? 機械だから死の恐怖がないんだな。だから殺していいなんて言うんだろ。
But obviously, it's not like a machine like you has to be afraid of dying. So why should I care if I kill you?
そうじゃない。怖くないわけじゃない。私が言いたいのは。
That's not it. I am scared. I'm really scared. But what I wanted to say is...
お前の言いたいことなんざどうだっていい。お前はこれから死ぬし、俺だってあの老人を敵に回してただじゃ済まなくなる。
I don't care what you're trying to say. You're going to die here. And even if I make an enemy of that old man, I don't care anymore. Probably going to die like this, die that way as well.
違うよ。違う。
I'll translate what Shoot said again. As if I care what you want to say. If you're going to die here. And then, because I've made an enemy of that old man, I'm going to die as well, and it will be all have been for nothing. No, please wait.
お前と旅などするんじゃなかった。機能停止させたまま単なるものとして運んでくるんだったよ。
I wasn't on a journey with you. I should never have journeyed with you. I should have deactivated you and just carried you around as a piece of cargo. Stop it, Jude!
お前なんかに名前をつけてやるんじゃなかった。
I wish I'd never given you a name. She let out a terrible scream. And then she shook her head as she kept screaming and screaming. Her tears wouldn't stop. They just kept flowing. And she could barely talk under the flow of them. I lowered the gun and waited for Philia to calm down. I didn't have the least bit of an intention to shoot her from the very beginning. Just as I had ordered him, the faulty android driving the car just kept his head turned towards the windshield. Even though this pathetic scene was playing out right behind him, he stayed completely calm. That was what it meant to don't have a sense of self. And that is why I knew, despite what I had just said, that Philia really did have a heart and emotions. I never had any doubt in that. Finally, Philia's sobs quieted down. Princess Madeline, you still suck for saying all that stuff. You made the small cry. Yeah. Nova Star, the song sounds really good. It is a good song, but God. Hang on. こいつを最後まで連れて行くため次のこと重ね離れない In order to bring her to the end of our journey, I had no choice but to not say anything else to her. That would make our relationship more convenient for this goal. I had to stop the flow. I had to cut off the emotions between us and forge a new relationship, a cold relationship. The relationship between a courier and his cargo. Philia slowly raised her head. Both her eyes were red from crying. I could see a bizarre emotion behind them. Oh! Oh no! She's angry! She's very angry! Oh no! Her eyes were flickering in a red light. It was the same light that I'd seen in Delilah's eyes. She lifted the submachine gun she'd carried on her and grasped it tightly with her hands and pointed it at me. I was surprised. But in a strange way that I couldn't describe, I just accepted it. A notification popped up on my retinal display, telling me that I was in archery range and that I should get out of the way. But I ignored it and just stayed there. I watched and waited and watched if she would shoot. I was honestly curious to see if she would shoot or wouldn't shoot. And in that moment, I realized that I didn't care what she would do. The emotion that I saw in her eyes was so powerful and so intense that it was scary. It was anger, it was sadness, and it was despair. It had all blended together in these eyes, into something that was none of these things anymore. You forgot to take off the safety. With a little sound, Philia used her shaking fingers to remove the safety from the trigger. She was really preparing to shoot. Randy, LMAO. She lowered the barrel of the gun. In the end, she wasn't able to shoot. I'm coming. I'm coming to see the Duke. I see. She had never needed to say that. It seemed that Philia had settled her emotions by herself.
Android, 車を出してくれ。
Android, re-engage the car, please.
わかりました。では、シートベルトを。
Understood. Please fasten your seat belts. Oh? 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 The exact moment that the car started to drive again. one of the automatic cannons established on the island turned. It pointed exactly at us. My body moved all on its own. Princess Madeline, God, this whole segment has been hurting me really bad, and I'm not sure how much of that is because of personal investment or because of what I've been trying to do while listening to this. It's okay, it's okay. Are you okay? This was really intense. Holy. I was expecting intense stuff, but still, oh dear. Hang on, I need a moment. So, let's continue. Maddie, it's gonna be fine. The scene is over now. Let's see what happens now. My body moved all on its own. From the passenger seat to the back seat, I jumped and grasped Philia into my arms. I tackled the door and pulled us both out of the car. I rolled down the highway. We fell and rolled down onto the highway together. Then I heard a violent explosion close to us. It was the exact next moment. The upper half of the car was blown away, popping off like a balloon. Princess Madeline, so the defense targets hostile AIs. I would say so, yes. Oh god, not the boy! The boy! If I'd been only 1 moment slower, we would have died. The facilities of the island. Had attacked the android that was actually part of the facilities. This was unusual. If the old man had been trying to kill us, he would have had much easier chances to do so already. Princess Madeline, this is what happens when you have an untrained driver. Agni-chan whip Gabriel. I mean, it's another boy. Well, Gabriel II, goodbye. That is why I understood that this must not be the old man's doing. From far away, I could hear the roaring of a gun. It wasn't just one, it were many. All over the island, the firearms had begun operations.
Philia,
do not waste your head. What is happening? I don't know, but stay down. a drone that had suddenly flown in from over us came and landed. Like a bug that had flown too close to the flame, it fluttered around for a while until it had finally burnt out and stopped moving. Had it received interference from the outside world? I turned my enemy search scan settings to the maximum. But I couldn't get any information. The entire area was protected by powerful interference devices. The turret that had shot at us earlier was now destroyed by yet another turret. Friendly fire had broken out. Had somebody hacked into the system? A goal. They had a goal. They were either after me or Philia. Or maybe after both of us. That is what I had to keep in mind with my next steps. What are we going to do? The old man was very well aware of the technology we had at our disposal. He might have prepared a strike back.
徒歩で当初の目的地に向かう。それが一番安全だ。
Let's go back to where we came from by foot. That is where I think we'll be the most safe. Not like... of course, it wasn't as if the distance made much of a difference. It was just a matter of a few minutes. But it was just a matter of a few hours. They could pick us up and snipe at us while we're on the road. We're going to avoid the road and go through the forest. Okay? Philia. Okay. Princess Madden, now the defenses are destroying themselves because the defenses had themselves acted hostile towards a human. Possible. We'll see what happened there. Okay. Next script. Hang on. 12-1. It's not that long. This is a pretty short script. We'll be done soon. But holy hell. We advanced forward through the thickest. God, Princess Madeline, God, that was all this one script. Holy hell. Yep. The terrain was rather unstable. And it ended in a slope. And it led into a slope. It was hot and it was humid. It took a lot out of us, and I was soon beyond exhausted. I turned the air conditioning mode of my coat up to maximum to keep the stress within limits. After a while, we came across a camouflage turret. We were vigilant, but it didn't seem as if it was about to attack us. Apparently, this one had not been hacked into. There was some kind of a transmission equipment attached to it. I didn't know if it was meant to be used by androids or humans. It was wired. It must be connected to the base with underground cables. I attempted to establish communications. Princess Madeline, is this music new? No, this music was already once when we escaped from with Delilah way back. Is somebody there? There was after 1 second later there was a reaction. Jude, it's you. Explain the situation, please. We are under attack by the Crimson Eye. What? It crossed the ocean? Exactly. It seems it was moving on the bottom floor of the ocean floor.
島に導入しているシステムの一部に AI 軍の干渉を受けて製造された部品が紛れ込んでいた。
It intruded onto the island, and hang on. And the AIs that control it have taken over a portion of the island systems by undermining them and producing their own components.
バックドアが仕掛けられていたんだな。
There must have been a back door open to allow them in.
シンギュラリティマシンは4割ほどのコントロールを奪取した。
The singularity machines have taken over control of about 40% of the facilities.
現在奪われた砲塔を順次無力化しているが、まだ時間がかかる。クラッキングも継続して仕掛けられているようだ。私自らが対処に当たっている。
I'm currently working at depowering all the turrets that have been taken over, but it will still take time. It seems they're still continuing their cracking efforts. I'm trying to deal with it on my own. Addition.
さらにクリムゾンアイ本体も先ほど上陸を開始、進行を開始している。
Also, the Crimson Eye's own main body has already going ashore on this island. Has already started to go ashore on this island. It is preparing its invasion. Princess Madeline, that's awfully convenient. Didn't Jude say that he set his scanners to max and saw nothing? Or did I miss it? He did, but the thing is that the island cannot be scanned because Willem protected it from scanning. So he couldn't have told if the Crimson Eye was there because all of his equipment didn't work. Oh dear. It's okay, don't worry. They should have taken care of the Crimson Eye, honestly. This was highly scientific warfare. Do you think we can win?
電子戦については最終的にこちらが勝つ。だが、クリムゾンアイ本体についてはどうなるかわからん。
When it comes to electronic warfare, I am perfectly confident that I have the upper hand. However, when it comes to the Crimson Eye itself, I am not quite sure. What should we do?
その位置は徒歩で山頂を目指していたのだな。
Well, judged from your current position, you should probably try to reach the mountain summit by foot. Oh wait, no, I got it wrong. I got something wrong. They were trying to... Look, Willem is being awfully convenient in general. Anyway, I got it wrong. They weren't trying to head back, but head upwards. That makes sense. Okay. That explains a lot. Okay. So, were you trying to reach the mountain summit by foot? Yes.
では、今のコースを進んでくれ。くれぐれも道には出ぬよう、常に監視されているはずだ。悪いが大した護衛はつけられ、なんとか自力でたどり着いてくれ。
Princess Madeline, the old man is very suspicious. Indeed! Then stay on this course for now. And try to stay on your path, whatever happens. You should constantly be under monitoring. I'm very sorry. But I can't let my guard down right now. You will need to reach the summit by your own accord. That is exactly what we were planning to do.
クリムゾンアイはずっと諸君を監視していたのだろう。そしてちょうど今、彼女の成長具合を危険とみなしたようだ。
Oh dear! Oh no! Oh! The Crimson Eye seems to have been watching you two for all this time, and just this moment, it must have judged that the maturity level of this girl had surpassed its threshold. It's not the maturity, it's the fact that she's gotten violent. Oops! Oops! Oops, Jude! Oops! It is aiming for Philia?
いや、君も危険だ。AE 型アンドロイドの育成者と認識されたはず。
No, you too are in danger. It has probably already recorded you as the person responsible for raising this AE-type android. We've come this far. I don't even care anymore.
苦労をかける。報酬は増額させてもらう。では、現地で待つ。
I value your efforts. Your reward shall be increased. Anyway, I will be waiting for you at the summit. The connection broke. The old man clearly had no time left to spare. Still, from the tone of his voice, I could tell that he had full confidence that he would be able to win. So if we arrived at the heart of the island, we would be able to survive. Agni-chan. So that's where Delilah was targeted. Yep. Yep. Princess Madeline. Now, how much of that was Philia privy to? That's good too. Good question.
Philia, 行くぞ!
Philia, let's go. We jumped back into the thickest of trees once again. I used the knife to cut the vines away and passed across fallen trees. And then we had to climb a cliff. The roaring of gunfire was heard everywhere. It reverberated. We tried to stay out of the line of shooting range as possible. Give me your hand! I held out my hand to help Philia reach the high ground. From there, we had an unbroken view of the coast. At first, we didn't see anything. We could only tell that there was a terrible battle going on. Drones were commencing their suicide bombing attacks. And there were interception weapons coming from above, like a rain of cannonballs falling down. They were aiming for a space where there seemed to be nothing at all. But finally, their powerful attacks bore fruit and disturbed the electromagnetic camouflage. And then we could see it form before us. There it is again! It was that thing again. The Singularity Machine, the Crimson Eye. The light at the top of the tower, at the heart of the facility, was shining bright like a lighthouse. Princess Madeline, Metal Gear, indeed. It was overly... Its entire body was clad in artillery. And it wasn't the sort of artillery that uses gunpowder. It was using electromagnetic projectiles. Oh my gosh. It was using electromagnetic projectiles that materialized, It used projectiles that materialized from electromagnetic waves in its arms. Now, was that a final chapter? We'll see. It's humanity too had long ago used this sort of electromagnetic weapon as well. Sometimes these weapons were used in warfare as well. However, this technology had never been able to be refined enough to become profitable. So eventually, warfare returned to cheaper, more outdated types of weapon that were more stable and well researched. Crimson Eye of The Crimson Eye held within its body a power source of enormous output. This truly was a walking fort, which had crossed all the boundaries that humanity had never been able to overcome. Eloise, Samus's wave beam. Got it. This is very video gamey. Countless gun turrets were wiggling all over it. Hang on, I'm trying to translate this. Well, yeah. Okay, each and every one of them moved along rails or inner structures to reach their most suitable shooting positions before they began to charge and release their shots. Oh! Oh! Oh dear! The defenses of the island were one after the other eliminated. The firepower was overwhelming. Princess Madeline, no more looking, just run. I would agree with that. Even so, I could tell that at least by sheer force of numbers, they had been able to at least put a dent on the Crimson Eye so far. Little by little, they had damaged it. The main body of the Crimson Eye sent out innumerable little foot machines that spilled out of its mouth like vomit. They were small, unmanned machines. Their designs made it very unlikely to believe, very unbelievable that a human was the one who designed them. Their shapes were crooked. They were unsightly and uncanny. And I'd never seen anything shaped even remotely similar. Still, even so, I was pretty sure that they were functional. Their shape didn't resemble a single life form that existed on this planet. As for the drones, when they tried to put pressure on the small unmanned machines swarming the Haber, the gun turrets at the outskirts crowded together. Okay, I'm trying to translate this, but this is hard. Technobabble. それらは港湾を警備する無人機軍を数で圧倒すると、周辺の砲塔に群がり、アギトアゴ城の保護で体内に盛り込んで機能停止をさらしぬる。Okay, let me try to translate what I think this means. The drones, the small unmanned crafts that were protecting the Haber, tried to put the machine under pressure with sheer numbers. They crowded around the gun turrets at the outskirts and used small tools at what seemed to be their chin in order to bury inside them and stop their operations. Their walking factory. But this was a walking factory. How many machines could it possibly create? This is awful. Let's get on the move. We had no moment to waste. If it was just a small unit, it would easily be able to chase us around on foot. We had to hurry as quickly as we could. Okay, that's it. That's this week. Well, this is the part that we had to read over Christmas. So, safe. Ah! What happened? There was a lot going on to this time. Oh dear. So, I don't really need to do like a detailed. This was an eventful couple sessions. Yes, indeed. So I don't need to be very detailed this time because I'm going to do another basically podcast recording session with another student on Sunday. So technically we could stop here, but I'm not going to stop because I'm going to talk a little bit about what happened. So I'm going to try and do a really brief recap of what happened this time. So last time we picked up back from when Delilah died. They were in the car. They were using the car to drive as far as they could, and it was pretty easy that way to move, and they got to the Haber, where Jude for the first time actually learned. Actually before that happened, he had like a conversation with Philia, exactly. And they talked about the ocean, that Philia wasn't feeling too well, and Philia had figured out that Jude was probably only transporting her for his own benefit because she'd figured out that he wasn't the type of person who'd like just do this out of the goodness of his heart. So they have a little discussion and he admits that yeah, that was it pretty much, and she's like very depressed, but she's like, she's still like coming along because she still wants to be human. She has to. This is important, and that is pretty much the last words that they exchange. For a good while Jude gets they brought like a passenger ship to the final destination, and Jude has some talk with Willem, where Willem basically, regardless of whether he means it or not, rubs in the fact that, yeah, Jude has pretty much taken a father role for Philia. Meanwhile, Willem also claims that Delilah, actually, when he saw her, was a defective unit that had not been properly raised and that had been abused, and that her father was a coward who wanted to take and run with the reward, and that he took Delilah with him because he was trying to negotiate for a better reward. Because there was a reduction because she wasn't brought to Willem in a satisfactory condition. Jude actually seems to believe Willem, which I find strange because I think it's pretty clear that Delilah did not just delude herself into thinking that her father was a good man, because I don't know how she could have done that, because we've seen what units that are not properly raised are like, and they don't act like Delilah, and they are not trained in combat like Delilah. They only have the skills that they are trained to have, and Delilah could shoot like she was an ace sniper. Clearly somebody taught her that, so something is not quite kosher here. Jude and Philia have like complete silence between them. They arrive at the Haber of the island where they are. It's completely fortified. There's like drones and gun turrets everywhere. They are picked up by yet another AE type robot who has been raised even worse than Gabriel. He can barely express himself at all. And they get on the car, and while on the car, Philia suddenly snaps at Jude that she doesn't want to go to the Duke anymore, that she's just pissed that all he wanted of her is like that be part of his work, that he realizes that what she wants from him is something he thinks he can't give her, which is fatherhood, which is like a parent. She wants him to be her parent, and he doesn't think he can give her that. He is thinking of ways to diffuse the situation, and because he's Jude, and Jude doesn't have any situation diffusal skills, he decides, well, I'm gonna make her hate me by pointing my gun at her. That's gonna work, right? That's a great idea. So he points his gun at her and starts calling her terrible things, all the terrible things that you could call an android in science fiction. And she's like very sad. She has a panic attack. She's extremely unhappy. And Jude just keeps going because he wants her to hate him. So it would make it easier to give her over to Willem. But then Philia has snaps. She gets the red blinky blink eyes that Delilah had when she had to kill, and she actually, for a moment, it seems like she's going to shoot Jude. And he doesn't even mind. He's completely ready to let her do it. He's genuinely curious if he could. It seems almost as if he would be proud if she could do it. Like, genuinely proud. But obviously in the end she doesn't quite do it, even though she even had the safety off already. And she's just crying at that moment. The turrets suddenly point at them, shoot the car. Jude gets Philly out of the car with him in like the nick of time. You left the safety on, indeed! Best line! You left the safety on! Best line. They escape into the forest and manage to establish communications with Willem. Because they can't scan, they have to use a direct line. And learn that the Crimson Eye is currently hacking into the systems, has taken over 40% of the facilities of the island, and that it is after Philia and after Jude, because Philia has reached a point which it considers worth of termination, which is interesting because the point that she reached wasn't that she became more human, the point that she reached was that she was ready to kill a human. So that was it. They, 40%, it was 40%. They watch as, the Crimson Eye boards the island and, starts destroying the facilities. So, Philia and Jude hurry on to get to the summit. And Philia, who has only agreed to join in because she couldn't shoot Jude, she's very silent right now. No, I said 40. It's okay, it's okay. Anyway, that is where we are, and I think I've pretty much done a lot of analysis already, but like, oh boy! Jude! Jude, man! I get being proud of your work, I get being serious about your work, but pointing a gun at people to make them dislike you, so you can do your job better. Ah! Yeah, I am angry at Jude. I mean, I'm probably supposed to be angry at him because this is not how you interpersonal relationships. Yeah, poor Philia indeed. Like, the song that is, yeah, it's called Prayer of Stella, and I know that it's, it's called Prayer of the End. The song is called Prayer of the End because I know that it's called Prayer of the End because we have a bonus task here that I might do, which is about translating the song. Yeah, but this is like, Jude definitely has issues, yeah. And it's like interesting, what interests me is like the fact that Philia brought all of this up, like right after Delilah died. Like, I think the fact that she didn't quite understand why Delilah died the way she did, why she chose to not get treated, why she chose to die, and why Jude let her die especially. I think those were all things that in the end made her just like put her in the mindset where she seriously, I would say like what people commonly call these days like rejection sensitive dysphoria, I think. She's been doing a lot of thinking, and it's definitely been on her mind that Jude might hate her. And I think, like, a big reason why she has acted the way she did and why she said the things that she did in the car is because she said those things because she wanted Jude to say, no, I love you, I care for you a lot, I want to be your father, I want to travel with you forever and ever. That's what he wanted her to, what she wanted him to say, but Jude is Jude. So he didn't say that, and instead decided, no, I'm going to make you hate me. So, let's be the bad guy. And like, yes, he wasn't going to shoot her. But like, words can be worse than, actions. Princess Madeline mood, though. Yeah, I know. Like, we all have definitely done this. Everybody here has definitely, well, maybe except for Randy, because Randy is pure like the driven snow. I'm sorry, you know it's true, dude. But I think you're probably the one person I could imagine never having done that before. Like, trying to get negative attention so people try to snap you out of it because you want to be comforted. Randy, well, you know it's true. You don't do that shit. I've definitely done that shit. And we know that friends of ours have definitely done that. And like Jude knew that that was what she what she was doing. But he couldn't, he doesn't want to take the responsibility. And it makes me very angry at him. Because I think, okay, but on the one hand, like, it was definitely on his mind that he thought, well, we are both not getting off the island alive. If Philia decides to pull back now, we're probably both not getting off the island alive. Especially because he heard that the only reason that Delilah got off was because she was deemed defective. So he decided, I'm going to make her hate me. That will make it easier for both of you. Randy, I never have done it, but I understand where the wish need comes from, I imagine, yeah. Randy, you are, I don't know, you are like perfect specimen of humanity. I'm sorry, it's true. If there were more Randys in the world would be a better place. Anyway, this is an analysis of this book and not an analysis of my boyfriend. So, what else can I talk about? Oof. But I think this is like the most important. Oh god, the way that Jude acts towards the android that is chauffeuring them around is like he's being kind to the machine. He's treating it like a person. So it's clear that he absolutely does see AE types as humans at this point, even the ones that are not properly like educated. Randy, I have my bad aspects too, but it's not like you've not seen them. But yes, this is about Robot Girl, not me. Gabriel 2.1 he was precious, but now he's dead. I feel sorry about him. Like, I feel so sorry about him. He's like, oh no, how do I drive? How do I car? This was such exam brain. This was like, yeah, this would have been me during any drive. If I ever had taken, like, the driver's test. Yeah. When in the chat, Jude treated him okay. Yes, he did. Poor guy's dead. We should... I find it interesting, though, that they gave, like, this unit the same voice actor as Gabriel. Because they didn't do that for Philia and Delilah. There's two ways I can read this. On the one hand, either they did this because they couldn't afford more voice actors. Or they did this intentionally to make the reader immediately think of Gabriel. To make us immediately feel attached to this guy. Or maybe it's a combination of two. Of the both. I also found it like really interesting that Jude brought up the Bildungsroman. Let me just look up the Bildungsroman in Wikipedia. Let's see what Wikipedia says. The literary criticism, a Bildungsroman, plural Bildungsromane, is a literary genre that focuses on the psychological and moral growth of the protagonist from childhood to adulthood, coming of age, in which character change is important. The term comes from the German word Bildung, education, alternatively forming, and Roman, novel. Maddie, I say they did it intentionally. I think so too, yes. I do think so, because it's not like they didn't have any other voice actors. Also, I just want to say, I find it interesting that he compared himself to a character from a Bildungsroman, because as you can see from this description, Bildungsroman requires character development. Jude is resisting character development. Jude had character development, but he doesn't want to admit it to himself, because character development requires changing your outlook on life. And he does not want to change his outlook on life. He likes his worldview exactly as it is. Thank you very much. And he will not let you something as silly as child rearing get in the way of that. So gun to the head it is. And also, sorry Jude, sorry to say. Jude, you're definitely a character in a Bildungsroman now. You can't escape it. It's too late. I never liked Bildungsromane as a kid when we had them in literature classes. Princess Madeline, it's too late for you. Yep. LOL! Wikipedia lists Naruto as a Bildungsroman. I guess that's fair. Okay, that's fair. Naruto is probably a Bildungsroman, let's be honest. Yeah, it's fair. Is there anything I missed? Princess Madeline, that's probably vandalism. I don't think so. It's funny though. Let me see if this is vandalism. I'm checking the edit history. Well, Naruto has been on the page for quite a while, so it's probably not vandalism. Yeah, I don't think I missed anything important, and again, I'm gonna be on the podcast too. So that's gonna be helpful. Princess Madeline, I've been fucked up by this session. I'm so sorry. I did not expect Robot Girl's dad to point a gun at Robot Girl. Oh no. Shoot, you might need family therapy after this. But yeah, this is okay. I need to bring that up. Philly is clearly, like, extremely shaken by what just happened. And I mean, I get it. Her dad pointed a gun at her head. How are they going to get through this? Because, God, this is trauma on a new level. And it's trauma that trauma that called the Diabolo Ex Machina from the heavens. Princess Madeline, she is messed up right now. Yeah, I was really surprised at how quickly she was able to act again under their usual regimen as soon as they had to go into survival mode again. But like, she was also still be quiet, so it's pretty clear that she's very confused because all of a sudden he's like saving her again and asking her to take his hand and all this stuff. So she might understand that. Wait, he wasn't really gonna shoot me, was he? So she might catch on to the thing now that, wait, he's hot and he's cold, he's acting like a tsundere. Oh no, he doesn't actually hate me. He's just trying to make me hate him. I think she might catch on to that now. That's what I think. In the chat, observe as that ends up being a mirror to what happened to Delilah. Oh, it's very possible that like what happened to Delilah was very similar. Except the thing is, the Crimson Eye attack is definitely a first because the poor robot boy who died tonight did mention that there was never a singularity machine attack on the island before. So that part definitely didn't happen before. But yeah. So, Princess Madeline, anyway, I should probably pack up and head home. That's a good idea, yes. You're welcome. I should probably call the stream here. I think I'll do a little bit of Puyo Wars now because that is a good de-stressor, I find. So I will take it easy, but like, are you guys all... You think anything else that anyone that's still here comes up with that we might still want to discuss before we call it? Because else we're just gonna call it. Princess Madeline, Nanny, didn't you say you need to sleep early tonight? Yeah, but not that early. I can still go an hour. Soon, TM. Fair. Okay. Then I'm gonna cut the stream here. New stream is starting in a couple of minutes. So yeah, Robot Girl resumes next week. We'll see where this all goes then. How many weeks of Robot Girl do we have? Like, we have 3 weeks of Robot Girl left after this. And one of them is, like, very short. So, yeah. See ya in the next stream or for the next Robot Girl session. Bye bye!